Hey, what's up, Visionaries? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name's Anton, and hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we're on song number 3 of our George Michael Faith reaction, and this is an excerpt of that full album reaction. So if you enjoy this one, you want to check out the entire thing, first link down below if you're interested. And this is I Want Your Sex official video, and I spent the last 5 minutes trying to figure out which of the 2 videos is the right one, and I still don't know. So I'm just gonna say F it, we're gonna start with this one. You guys can yell at me, tell me I'm doing the wrong thing, but we might do the other one later unless it's the exact same thing. But this is the official video. So anyway, before we get into this one, if you have any artists that you guys want to see return to the channel, please leave them in the Discord. It's totally free. It takes 2 minutes to set up. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the supporter squad on the Patreon. Thank you guys very, very much. I sincerely appreciate it. I love you guys. I love everybody, but I really love you guys. And that's what funds the entire channel. So if you guys want to help out, support the channel, and if you have any song requests, full album reactions go up there like this one, definitely join the supporter squad on the Patreon if you're interested. And that's it. So let's get into George Michael, I Want Yo Sex. Yeah, let's get into it. It's gonna be sexy, people. Just random photos. Sex under the sheets. Legs. Fingers. Boy, that ginger's hot. He actually sounds so pissed when he says, "You think you're gonna get it? Then you don't." Shit. His face right there was great. His eyebrows are like the best thing, and he knows it too. Why don't you just let me go? I'd like to try. Oh, I'd really love to know. When you tell me you're gonna regret it, then I tell you that I love you, but you still say no. I swear I won't tease you, won't tell you no lies. Don't need no Bible, just look in my eyes. I've waited so long, baby, out in the cold, but I can't take much more, girl. I'm losing control. I want your sex. I love how he looks at the camera when he says that. I want your sex. I want your sex. Sex. She looks so bored when she says that. Feet. Ah, it's a fetish for some people. It's natural. It's chemical. Let's do it. It's logical. Let's do it. Habitual. Can we do it? It's sensual. He really wants it. But most of all, sex is something we should do. Sex is something for me and monogamy. Sex is natural. Sex is good. Not everybody does it, but everybody should. Sex is natural. Sex is fun. She can't hold that in. interesting percussion here. Oh, that's way more in this song. That's so manly and so not at the same time. What's the definition of dirty, baby? What do you consider pornography? Don't you know I love it till it hurts my baby? Don't you think it's how you had sex with me? What's the definition of dirty, baby? What do you call pornography? Don't you know I love it till it hurts my baby? Just keep dancing, George. You'll have sex with you. And whisper in your ear, that'll work. Time. Oh, that was the best. Explore monogamy. Oh, dude, that's so funny. That's such a good way to end it. Well, this was the most epic sexual song I've ever heard in my life. This was magnificent. I love this. And it's so funny because when I was looking this up, I looked it up on Wikipedia just to figure out, again, which version was the right one. And there was like one, it was like, I want your sex part 1, part 2, part 3. And it was like, I want your sex monogamy mix or something. I was like, oh, dude, that's hilarious. Like, I don't like, obviously this video was half tongue in cheek. Actually, I think it was just all tongue. Like, it was hilarious. Like, he can't be serious with just like when he'd come into the frame and just like it's just there's no way in hell he's being totally serious. This is just super tongue in cheek. Like, oh, this was amazing. And I just love how it's like it's all about sex and then it's just explore monogamy. Like, it is so like that. I love how that's like the finishing message, the final message. I love that. It's just leave it to George to like push up such a sexual song, but then with his sensitivity, just like, and make sure it's with one person, the person you love. Like, you know, I love that. But you know what? Like, on a more serious note, I really love the idea of this. Like, because a lot of the time, you know, that Judeo-Christian idea of sex is that like it's with one person your entire life. You got to be super boring. It's like one position all the time and you can't mix it up. Don't think outside the box of anything, right? And I feel like that, like, there's so much shame in sex, right? Like the Judeo-Christian way of thinking about sex, there's so much shame, there's so much guilt into it. And I think this is the perfect way to break that open. It's like, you know, have fun, you know, yeah, just have fun with it, but you can still have fun with like one person. Like, you can reinvent each other, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, there's this dichotomy. Like, I think the reason why a lot of people cheat and stuff is like, on one hand, you know, you have monogamy, but it's like part of that, like I said, is like, we almost had this idea like it has to be boring. Like, if it's like, it's exciting if it's with like, you know, if it's like an orgy or something, like that's exciting. It's exciting for cheating. It's exciting if you're, you know, not being faithful. It's like the whole taboo nature of sex makes it more sexy, right? It's like, you know, it's why people have to keep, you know, raising the bar, because it's like that's the taboo. We crave that taboo sensibility. And then like when we think of monogamy and just sex with one person, it's really boring, right? And it's like, ooh, this is really boring. And all the sexy stuff is over in the taboo category. And therefore you get all these people who get bored and then they start looking over there because it's like, okay, well, I need to be excited. But it's like, it's not that monogamy is not exciting. It's that you've literally suffocated all of the sexuality out of monogamy. You've literally, it's part of the definition in our society that it's boring. It's like the whole point of monogamy is it's boring. It's casual, or sorry, not casual. It's like, it's safe, it's secure, you don't have to work for it. You can let yourself go, you know, a lot of time after you get married, you just let yourself go anyway. So it's like, that's the problem with it. And I love how George with this song just said like, fuck that. Like, no, you can make monogamy, explore monogamy. I just love that too. Explore monogamy. That's genius. But no, I love this one. I like the message. You know, it's tongue in cheek. It's funny, but the actual message is kind of profound in a weird way. It's like breaking up the stigma that monogamy is boring. You know what I mean? Reinvent each other. Like already human beings, we are so vast in our I always talk about this. I've talked about this on another George Michael song, that we're so infinite in our capacity for our identities and how we explore ourselves. It's like if we're infinite, that means your partner is too. So it's like let each other grow, let each other flourish, and you know every day is new. It's like, man, my friends joke about me because they're like, every time I talk to you, it's like you're on embarking on a new journey, or like something, everything's different. I'm like, yeah, because like I'm living my life. I'm literally like, it's stressful a lot of the time, but you know, like that's the whole thing with life is don't stray away from stress. Just learn how to handle it, because it's like I've learned at this point that every new thing I do is inherently kind of stressful. And I had this idea before, if I just got all the stressful stuff out of the way, life could be simple, right? And then I got to the point of maximum efficiency in my life, and I'm like, well, why am I kind of depressed and bored? It's like because I stopped trying new things, but it was like I had associated trying new things with stress. And it was like, okay, once I figure all this out, I can have simplicity back in my life. And now I'm learning, okay, life is only interesting when you're trying new things. So rather than try to get all the new things out of the way so you can be, less stressed, get a better relationship with trying new things, get a better relationship with stress. So rather than me going balls to the wall every time something's new, like if something's stressful, I'm like, okay, I'll work at it 15 hours a day until it's done. Instead, just work at it 4 hours a day like normal. You know, then it stays new, but you don't wear yourself out and burn out your adrenals. Because that's what happens to me all the time. I just try to get the shit out of the way and I burn myself out. And now I'm learning, okay, stress will always be in my life. Like the whole thing is like there's eustress and then there's bad stress. It's like stress is a thing. It's a graph. And optimal stress, to actually live a happy life, you actually have to be in the center of a stress graph. If you're not stressed enough, you don't get out of bed in the morning. Because even the excitement is stress. Working out is stress. We think stress is bad, but stress just means there's like adrenaline kind of involved. There's a stimuli, there's a catalyst involved. So it's like if stress is like a graph like this, I don't know how you guys are viewing this. It's like that. It's like optimal stress is here, and then it gets too stressful. Then you get burnt out if you keep going, right? So it's like most of us, we ride stress out till we become burnt out. But just rather than working your ass off 10 hours a day, just work 3 hours a day on something that's new and maybe stressful, and it's fine. And so I'm starting to do that more, is like try to keep my life at the breaking point, or not the breaking point, but at the point of where there's something new going on, but just manage my relationship with it. Don't go overboard. Have balance. You know, watch TV at the end of the day, read a book, hang out with friends, hang out with, do whatever you want to do. So that's what I'm learning. But anyway, this was fantastic. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this one? Let me know down below. What are your top 3 favorite George Michael songs? Let me know down below. And if you are in the Discord, obviously there's a channel, the George Michael channel. That's where we're going to be talking about this album. So let me know there. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed the video, if you want to check out the entire full album reaction, if you enjoyed this reaction, you want to check out the entire thing, link down below to the full album reaction, first link. And if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to help out the YouTube algorithm, give it a like, leave a comment, and that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.